In the year 1717, colonial America was beginning to take shape. They called it the New World, and it would one day become our United States. Far to the south were the Caribbean islands. Back then, they called it the West Indies, and it was a wild and beautiful place, where merchants competed fiercely to make their fortunes. So much wealth and riches were possible that piracy became a very profitable and popular business. Meanwhile, King George I of England was so desperate to bring an end to this golden age of piracy that he created the Act of Grace. This royal proclamation lasted for 1 year. If a pirate turned himself in and promised to cease piracy, he would be pardoned and completely forgiven of his crimes. Nevertheless, many pirates continued to prowl the seas. Names like Henry Morgan, Calico Jack Rackham, Blackbeard, and the very worst pirate of all, Captain Butterknife Bill. Listen as we present his story in The Pirate and the Pardon.
We have received information that numerous persons who are subjects of Great Britain have committed many acts of piracy and robbery on the high seas, which have caused great damage and distress to merchants, traders, and other citizens loyal to the king. And whereas repeated appeals to said persons and the application of powerful forces to discourage this contemptible and illegal practice have failed completely, we have resolved with advice of council to issue this, a royal proclamation. We do hereby promise and declare that for 1 year, until the 5th day of September 1718, all pirates, buccaneers, miscreants, and evildoers who perpetrate acts of piracy or plunder upon the high seas shall have a gracious pardon for those acts. All record of crime will be forgiven. I hereby command all admirals, captains, commanders of any fort or castle to administrate this act of grace to all pirates for 1 year. If after 1 year these pirates have not agreed to cease and abandon all acts of piracy, the same admirals, captains, and commanders shall be forced to arrest said pirates, whereupon they shall swiftly be brought to justice.
God save the king!
Excuse me, are you Captain Hawk?
I'm Captain Hawk.
This is for you, sir.
A butter knife? This can only mean one thing.
Pardon me, are you Commodore Bunting?
Yes, I am.
Commodore Edmund Bunting?
Yes?
This is for you, sir.
Oh no, a butter knife. I knew this day was coming.
I'm looking for Mr. Pigeon.
Who wants to know?
The sender of this parcel.
Alrighty then, I'm Pidge.
This is for you, sir.
He's back. Butter knife is back. Oh, I best be rounding up a crew.
Thank you, Lord, for the reminder today that I'm your child. And
And Lord, I pray that my poor brother Jimmy will forsake his miserable partying ways in obedience to good King George and seek a pardon like all good buccaneers. Amen.
Lark, I can never sneak up on you.
That's because you're not much of a pirate.
Just you wait. The terror of the high seas. That they'll call me.
Well, blow me down if it isn't the terror of the high seas himself, Captain Jimmy Bunting.
I won't use my real name, of course. All the best pirates have really great nicknames. Like Blackbeard.
Ahoy there, Captain Peach Fuzz.
Not funny, Lark. Hey, what is Cook doing ringing the bell?
It's my popovers. Cook taught me another baking lesson today.
Popovers? Let's go. Wait, do we have butter?
You love popovers so much. Your pirate name could be Popover Pete.
Be serious.
I see you received the same message as I. What do you think it means?
Isn't it obvious? He's returned and he wants us to know.
Perhaps he intends to surrender in order to receive the grace offered by King George.
Him? Surrender? There isn't a bone of repentance in his body. Don't forget, in order to receive the act of grace, a pirate must renounce piracy forever. Do you see that happening?
Hardly. He's persecuted these merchants and good families of these islands for years. What's that old phrase? Once a pirate, always a pirate?
Which is why he must be stopped before he has a chance to organize. He must be taken out before all this leads to...
A pirate war? Then all would be lost.
To be on the safe side, I want my family to leave the island at once.
How much time do you think we have, Commodore?
There you are, Edmund. And Captain Hawk, what is going on here?
Please, sit down, Beatrice. You've heard about the butter knives?
Indeed I have, but what does it mean?
It can only mean one thing, Beatrice.
Perhaps his intentions are different from what we think.
That is impossible. He has returned, and with him the same trouble as always.
But Edmund, perhaps he just wants to talk. Or surrender to the act of grace offered by good King George.
Out of the question! The act of grace is too good for him.
Edmund, people change.
Not him. He'll never change. No one knows him as I do. Once a pirate, always a pirate. He will persecute the good people of these islands as long as he breathes. That is who he is.
Perhaps if you offer a token of peace, show him that bygones can be bygones.
Yes, a token of peace, by which you both might forgive and forget.
A token of peace? Hear me well. There will never be peace, nor will I ever forgive or forget the pain I have endured because of Butterknife Bill.
Edmund! Edmund, wait!
Commodore, one moment, sir. Commodore Bunting, please.
Look on the bright side, Lark. You could make a fortune if you sold these popovers as boat anchors.
Very funny. You and I should both have about 4 of these in our stomachs right now.
Each one dripping with butter.
But they're as hard as coconuts.
Or cannonballs.
I have been trying for weeks to make a decent popover, following Cook's recipe to the letter, and still, I'll never be a good cook.
Not that mother or father will care. They say that cooking is not for proper young ladies. Like you.
Me? A proper lady? Sipping my tea with my pinky finger like this?
Oh, Edmund, I do understand what is happening and the danger, but must we really send the children all the way to Boston? Wouldn't Charleston do just as well? The Carolinas are so much closer, and we have friends there.
Mrs. Bunting, I do not wish to burden you with bad news, but the piracy problem is escalating everywhere. In fact, as we speak, Edward Teach...
The notorious Blackbeard.
Indeed, Blackbeard has blockaded the harbor of Charleston. Ships can neither leave nor enter.
There are pirates everywhere, Beatrice. Safety lies to the north, in Boston.
How much time do we have?
None. I have heard that he has a man down at the docks, secretly hiring a crew as we speak.
A crew? Does he have a boat?
Haven't you seen it down at the harbor? If you look beyond the breakers, there is a brigantine at anchor with no flag. A very familiar silhouette. I'd know it anywhere.
The sea wolf? You mean she didn't sink?
Apparently not. And she's in good repair. Someone must have hid her, repaired her, and readied her for his return.
Or his escape from prison. Madame, you must leave immediately. Bring the children to the docks as fast as you can. There is no time to lose.
Captain Hawk, the children shall sail for Boston. I thank you for your generosity. I know they will be safe on the Nutmeg. However, my place is with my husband, and that is where I shall stay.
Beatrice, where we are going and what we are doing is no place for you.
Commodore Bunting, let me be clear. As long as your mission has anything to do with Butterknife Bill, my place is at your side.
Commodore, you must convince her to leave with the children.
Captain Hawk, I have learned that when my wife addresses me as Commodore, there is no point in further arguing. You shall be at my side, my dear. Now off with you to pack up the children. Send them ahead with staff if necessary.
Get them to the docks as fast as you can. The Nutmeg will sail with the tide.
Goodness, that leaves us nearly no time. Now where could they be? Lark, Jimmy!
I'll check with Cook. Jimmy, Lark!
Oh, hello there, you two. Been out gathering seashells?
No, these are, popovers, sir.
Hopovers? Yes. Well, your parents are looking for you. It's terribly urgent, I'm afraid. For your safety, you will depart for Boston with the day's tide on the Nutmeg.
This is so sudden.
Indeed, all because of this terrible piracy situation.
How can we possibly be packed on time?
You have no time. Evening will soon be upon us, and with it, the high tide. The main thing is for you to be safely aboard the Nutmeg before the tide turns. Your parents went over there to find you. I shall fetch them.
You heard him, Jimmy. If we hurry, there might be time to pack a few things before Mother and Father return.
But if we leave right now, we can get to the docks early, just in case.
Good thinking, in case the tide turns quicker than expected, and we need to board the Nutmeg.
No, in case we can sneak a look at the sea wolf.
The Sea Wolf is a pirate ship. Mother and Father are trying to protect us from them.
Come on, Lark. What is the harm in looking? I know, I'll leave a note. Father and Mum got the message from Hawk to sail on the Nutmeg. Thought it best to leave for the dock immediately. Love, nah. Yours truly, Jimmy. There. Mother will probably pack a few things for us and come down to the dock to say goodbye. Come on, Lark. We're gonna see a real pirate ship.
Mom, I have gone to the docks. We'll board Nutmeg as you wish. Please bring my diary and hats. I have my Bible. Lark.
The children were out here when I spoke with them. They were discussing the best use for overbaked popovers, I think.
Have they gone inside to pack a few things?
Yes, I believe so. I made it very clear that there is no time to lose.
Then I imagine they'll be back at any moment.
Since that is nearly settled, let's move on. We must sail no more than one tide behind the Sea Wolf. How shall we do it?
The long spur is available. She could possibly sail in 2 tides. She has a small crew and 1 gun.
The long spur. Excellent. And where is she anchored?
Beyond the harbor. We'll have to row out to her.
Any chance she could be ready in 1 tide?
They're gone!
What?
Ooh.
Jimmy and Lark, they've gone to the docks on their own.
It's nearly dark.
The docks aren't safe.
But the Nutmeg is. They will board her safely, I am sure.
Lark wants me to bring her diary and a hat.
I will go with you, Beatrice. It will be dark by the time you get there.
The water is rising, I see. The Nutmeg floats on nearly nothing. And there's a bit of a breeze. She'll be gone before you know it.
Let us hurry, Commodore Bunting. We have got to say goodbye.
fine night for sailing, eh, Redpole?
Aye, Mr. Pigeon. 'Tis a fine night indeed.
And did my eyes espy the nutmeg weigh anchor?
Aye, matey. Floats like a cork, she does. Floats like a cork. Sailed with the tide, she did.
As will we, matey, as will we.
Aye, the Sea Wolf. She's looking fine. Mighty fine, eh, sixpence?
Mighty fine, mighty fine.
Aye. The crew better be looking fine too, Redpole. You best not be making the same mistakes you made the last time.
Mistakes? Blimey. That crew is just as much your fault as it was mine, matey.
If it happens again, we'll both walk the plank, matey. Let me see that list. Let's see. Redpole, does you feel a sudden chill in the air?
Shiver my timbers, Mr. Pigeon.
Why, Bill! We was wondering when you might come by, weren't we, Redpole?
Aye, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Aye, a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, blimey, Pidge. I don't believe a word of it. Has you got me a crew?
We was just discussing that very thing.
You best get me a better lot than that last scurvy bunch.
Oh, they weren't so bad, Bill. A good lot, really.
Pidge, me friend, you're my first mate. You're a fine first mate. You'll get me a good crew, eh? Try to remember this time, Pidge. We don't need an interior decorator, do we? And remember, Pidge, the veterinarian? We don't need one of them neither. And the cook. You know what I look for in a cook, don't ya? You know what I like, don't ya? Good. We sail with the next tide.
Aye.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, and one more thing, Pidge. See if you can find me a cabin boy. He might come in handy.
How does he expect us to find a cabin boy?
It's not up to us, matey. It's up to you. I will supply provisions, new rope and black powder. Hop to it, Redpole. Perhaps this bunch of bilge rats will be able to do the job.
We heard tell the Sea Wolf was looking for crew.
Heard you're paying top wages, too.
You there, step up before all the good jobs are gone.
Arr! All right, you swabs. First things first. Can any of you cook? No? Well, have we a cabin boy amongst you? No? Are you bilge rats good for anything?
I can rig. And swab the deck till you see your handsome reflection on it. Name's Gilly Finch.
You're in, Finch. Make your mark.
All righty. Now, for the rest of you. Does any of you perchance happy to be handy at interior decorating? You can take your services elsewhere, matey. Now, have we a veterinarian amongst us? Your services will not be required either. Worthless bunch of sea urchins. Hey, what's this scalawag so interested in, eh?
Who? Me? Oh, fine vessel out there, sir.
None finer than the Sea Wolf. You like the Sea Boy? Well, you got a bit of swagger about you? Maybe a little buccaneer, eh?
Me? Well, sort of. I mean, I practice a lot.
Ah, watch it there, matey. She's all fun and games until somebody gets their eye poked out. Well, you seem a worldly fellow, sort of an adventurer. I have a proposition that I think would benefit us both.
Me? But I'm supposed to sail on the Nutmeg.
The Nutmeg? Oh, what a shame. She's not a fit vessel for a fine buccaneer such as you. Certainly there's a more appropriate vessel for an enterprising young man such as yourself. A vessel that could benefit from the skills of such a fine young sailor with speed, firepower, and reputation.
You mean the Sea Wolf?
Aye, Sea Wolf. Now there's a beauty. Never a finer ship has sailed the bounding main. and I happen to know she has need of a cabin boy. Let me take you on a tour, me hearty.
But I'm supposed to sail on the Nutmeg.
Oh, too bad. The tide has turned. But what a fortunate turn for you. You are interested in fortune and fame, aren't you?
Sure.
Of course you
Now
are.
for the
Right
rest
this
of you
way.
swabs. Step lively there. Can any of you cook? What about you?
I'm a gunner, sir.
A gunner, you say? Have you ever handled a gun like Betsy?
Betsy's on the Seawolf.
Aye.
Oh, that gun is legendary.
With a gun like Betsy, this should prove to be a very profitable voyage, don't you think?
Very profitable indeed, provided someone knows how to fire her.
I'm the man for the job. There's no doubt about that.
Fine then. Make your mark. How's about the rest of you?
Oarsman and trigger here, sir.
With the glass I am.
Ooh, sharp-eyed one, eh? Go ahead and make your mark. You! I know you. Hugo Shearwater. You will weigh anchor. Can you still swing the lead? Go ahead. All right, go ahead and make your marks, you knaves. Now, we're making good progress. Now, can any of you cook?
You mean you haven't found a cook?
Oh, if you got no cook, you'll have no gunner.
Red Pole, you will find yourself at the griddle if you don't hire us a cook, and soon!
I'm doing the best I can.
Well, hey, what about that shy one over there? Might you be interested in sailing on the Seawolf? Come closer. The rest of you get your carcasses on the Seawolf. Now, can you cook? Are you sure? The captain's a fussy one. We'll both walk the plank if you can't.
Tell us what you like to cook. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Look at that sixpence. Not a word from that one.
Not a word, not a word.
Easy, Red Pole. A cook who can't talk sounds all right to me. Kinda peaceful, don't you think?
Aye. Can you keep your nose in the galley and mind your own business and keep our bellies full?
Oh, full bellies are important, especially the captain's.
Make your mark then, galley cook.
Alrighty then. Welcome aboard, matey. I'll show you the galley. You'll come aboard soon, eh, Red Pole?
I wouldn't miss it, Mr. Pigeon.
All right.
How about you, Sixpence? Will you be with us when the captain calls anchors away?
Anchors away, anchors away.
Do you two plan to talk all night? How's the body supposed to get hired around here?
Marty Plover, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Aye, Red Pole, as are you. Does Wolf need another good swab?
Make your mark, and welcome back to the Sea Wolf.
Sir, can you tell me where the Nutmeg is docked?
She ain't at the dock, miss.
Well then, where is she anchored?
She ain't at anchor neither.
Well then, where is she?
The tide has turned, miss. The Nutmeg is a sea.
A sea? Oh no, I missed them. And Lark has no hat.
Beatrice, did you find the Nutmeg?
No, Edmund, we didn't even get to say goodbye.
It appears, Red Pole, that they think they booked a leisure cruise. Look lively, you starving sea dogs! Swab the deck! Shine the brass! Polish the rails! Make it snappy! Make it snappy!
Avast, mateys! Captain on deck!
Captain on deck! Form that line!
Marty Plover, it's been too long, you salty sea hag.
Aye, Bill, charming as always, I see.
Gilly Finch, you scurvy swab. Who else have we got, Mr. Pigeon?
Agnes Crow, Hugo Shearwater, Tildy Snipe, Alger Thrush, Clive Junko, Jay Heron,
Me messenger.
and Winnie Stork.
Aye, and me cabin boy.
You got a name, boy?
Jimmy, sir.
Jimmy. That's a fine name for a pirate. And where's me cook?
Ooh, already below deck, sir. Quiet worker, that one.
Good. Me friends, the tide will soon turn, and we will continue one of the finest traditions on the bounding main. Many a fine career can be had on the high seas. Mutineering, buccaneering, and of course my favorite, pirateering! It is a career that does me proud. I was raised by pirates, trained by pirates. Pirate blood courses through me veins. This is who I am and what I do. And Lord, have mercy on the swab who tries to stop me. Are you with me, mateys? Aye. Aye. Do you promise your allegiance to none other than Butterknife Bill? Aye. Good. Proceed, Mr. Pigeon.
Aye, Captain. The tide has begun to turn.
Come here, Jimmy.
Make ready to sail!
Make ready to sail!
Make ready to sail! Come here, Jimmy, let me show you how it's done. Man the capstan!
Man the capstan!
Weigh anchor!
Weigh anchor!
Hoist the mainsail!
Hoist the mainsail! Anchor is weighed, Captain!
Ah, here we go, Jimmy. Welcome aboard the Seawolf!
Row smartly there, you two. Heave! Heave! Heave!
Oh, Edmund, how unthinkable to not even say goodbye. It will be months before we see the children.
If it were up to me, at this moment, you'd be safely aboard the Nutmeg with Lark and Jimmy.
It is a comfort to me, knowing that they are safely tucked away and will soon arrive in Boston.
Beatrice, where we are going and what we are doing is no place for you. Promise me, if there is an incident, you will stay well out of harm's way.
I will only make that promise if you make it too. I cannot set aside my hope that there could be peace.
We must be realistic, Beatrice. He is a pirate. That's who he is and always will be. Why would he change?
Indeed, he has chosen a very dark path. He is like a slave to the life he has chosen, chained to the life of a pirate.
People like that will never see the light.
It would take a miracle. Yes, I'm going to pray for a miracle. Perhaps you could talk him into accepting the act of grace offered by good King George. It's worth a try.
It's too late for him. He won't change, and he doesn't deserve grace. There's nothing you can do about it.
Commodore, we have almost reached the long spur, and when we do, I shall have my crew help you and Mrs. Bunting safely aboard.
Thank you, Hawk. Any word on the Seawolf?
She is nowhere to be seen, sir. I assume she sailed on yesterday's tide. We are only 2 tides behind her, sir.
If the wind is in our favor, we should be able to catch up to her in a day or two.
If we do catch up with the Seawolf, what will you do, Edmund?
I will do exactly as I have always planned to do if he were to return. I will blow Butterknife Bill, the Seawolf, and everyone on her out of the water.
Aye, 'tis a fine day for sailing, eh, Pidge?
That it is, sir. Will we be using the old strategy, sir?
Aye, the old strategy works well, doesn't it, Pidge? We'll drop anchor in a quiet lagoon somewhere and wait until customers come our way. Business always goes smoothly when we use the element of surprise, don't you think?
Ah, yes, the elements of surprise. And perhaps a bit of help from Betsy.
Aye, Betsy, how is the old girl?
Fine as ever, sir.
Oh, good. Pidge, take the helm. Steady as she goes. Come on, Jimmy, let's take a stroll. You're looking a little green around the gills.
Huh? He means you look seasick.
I am seasick.
Oh, shake it off, boy. That's what we pirates do. Top of the morning to you, salty sea dogs. Aye, mateys, this is the life, eh? High on the bounding main with the sun on our backs and the wind in our sails. Sure beats the alternative, eh, mates? Where would you be if you weren't aboard the Seawolf?
maybe sweeping the streets till I got me blisters.
We're washing dishes all day till my hands are like prunes.
I'd be mucking out stables. Me, I'm allergic to horses.
I would be scraping by as a poor blind beggar woman.
Oh, blind!
Nothing compares to a fine career on the high seas.
Higher seas a splendid life.
Oh, it's more than a job.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a calling.
Aye, our slogan says it best, don't it, mateys? Once a pirate, always a pirate. What do you think, Jimmy?
Sounds great, I think.
I love the parties on payday.
Why, payday, me favorite day of the week.
Oh, there'll be plenty of paydays this time around, matey.
Then we'll dance all night long, we will.
And have music and singing.
Aye, singing. No sweeter sound than the song of a pirate, am I right?
Right.
Here's an idea, mates. Shall we have us a song on a sunny day?
Oh, let's do our favorite song, sir.
Aye. Make yourself comfortable right here, Jimmy. This one's for you. Ready?
A two, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
With a high, high, ho, and a high, high, hey, we'll hoist the flag to be free. We will steal the show, Jolly Rogers go. We are wolves of the sea. Don't try to run, it's all said and done. There's a treasure in sight, and we are robbing you blind. I hope you don't mind, we are taking it all tonight. Just walk away, we will conquer it all. Pirates will stand and the losers will fall. With a high, high, ho, and a high, high, hey, we're bound to be close to the sea. A captain will stand on the bridge and sing, pirates are all we can be. With a high, high, ho, hoisting the flag to be free. We will steal the show, Jolly Rogers go. We are wolves of the sea. Down to the core, we're coming for more with the sword close at hand. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. We are scary and bold, the chest full of gold. We can see legs when sighting land. The hook of our captain is looking at you. There's no Peter Pan, so what can you do? Ha, ha, ha. With a high, high, ho, high, high, hey, we're bound to be close to the sea. Our captain will stand on the bridge and sing, pirates are all we can be. With a high, high, ho, and a high, high, hey, hoisting the flag to be free. We will steal the show, Jolly Rogers go. We are wolves of the sea. Hey, that long boy! Show him how it's done!
Ah, Jimmy, this is the life. Take a look around you, Jimmy. Piracy is a life of plenty. Plenty of adventure, travel, friends, and more money than you ever imagined. Piles of it just for you, Jimmy. Don't be a slave, boy. Be your own man. All this and more can be yours when you are a pirate. Come on, boy. Let's get up to the wheel. Yes. With a high, high, ho, and a high, high, hey, we're bound to be close to the sea. Our captain will stand on the bridge and sing, pirates are all we can be. With a high, high, ho, and a high, high, hey, we're hoisting the flag to be free. We will steal the show, Jolly Rogers go. We are wolves of the sea. Hee-haw! High, 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 hey, we're bound to be close to the sea. Our captain will stand on the bridge and sing, pirates are all we can be. With a high, high, ho, and a high, high, hey, we're hoisting the flag to be free. We will steal the show, Jolly Rogers go. We are wolves of the sea. We are wolves of the sea. Steady as she goes, Jimmy. Steady as she goes.
Just like the hands of a clock, boy. 10 and 2, 10 and 2. There you go.
Better watch out, Mr. Pigeon. He's gonna steal your job. What's that I smell?
Smells like fresh bread.
Ah, yes, and could it be popovers?
Ooh.
The cook is on deck.
Steady as she goes, Jimmy. Fresh bread all around.
Aye.
After the captain first.
Oh, give me some of that. Ah, yes. Oh,
Here, boy,
straight
catch.
from the oven with plenty of butter. Oh, it's times like these I almost forget me vow of revenge on the scoundrel who took me hand. Oh.
Hence the name Butternut Bill. Right, sir.
Oh, indeed. Save a popover for old Bill, matey.
More butter, more butter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but the popovers.
Well, these
Try the
popovers.
popovers. They're terrible.
I say ahoy there!
What was that?
Seawolf!
Who's that? What was that?
It's the Longspur.
Agnes, I thought you were keeping an eye out.
I thought you was blasting Mr. Pigeon.
Ahoy there, Seawolf! Prepare to surrender and be boarded!
Oh, the Longspur. Who's your captain?
His name is Hawk.
Oh, Captain Hawk! The Seawolf will never surrender to you or anyone else!
Seawolf! We demand to surrender and prepare to be boarded!
Oh! Anyone who sets foot on the deck of the Seawolf will answer to the cutlass!
Seawolf! Surrender, or we shall commence firing!
Oh! Battle stations, be hearty! Alger, bring Betsy! Move, move, move! Prepare the broadside! Take the wheel, Mr. Pigeon! Come on, move it! Fire the cannonball!
Get us the ring.
Starboard, I want a broadsider! Infantry head! Dig up the gunner! Somebody do something! Alger, fire Betsy! Fire Betsy! I have to do everything myself! What do you mean there's no cannonballs? Smoke, I can't see it! All right, we'll use a popover! Come on! There we go! Where's the temper? Where's the Let's go! Here we go! Here we go! Hold it steady! I think we're good! Oh, I'm gonna turn this driver! Oh! She's away! She's away! I know it's a good shot! Oh, my eyes! Can you see anything up there, Pitch? Oh, what's going on, Agnes? Anything? Betsy never misses. We'll show that Captain Hawk a thing or two. Anything yet, Pitch? I can't see a thing. Reload. We'll take another shot if we have to. Wait a minute. It's a direct hit.
Can ye see anything?
There's too much smoke. It's hard to tell.
I see a gas in the sky.
Oh, I knew it was a hit. Good old Betsy.
Wait a minute. I see something. She's going down. The Longspur is going down.
Wait, will the crew survive?
Well, hard to tell. Too much surf. Boy, take the helm. Not my problem. I've asked me hearties. Get the captain below deck. Put him down gently, you two. There you go, Bill. You can rest here.
Oh, my eyes.
All right.
They're burning.
What are you waiting for, you two? Get up topside and see to the damages.
Oh, what happened?
Bill, we took some nasty hits, but we nailed the Longspur. We sunk her for sure. Now, don't you worry about anything, Captain. I'll take care of everything topside.
All right, good. All right. Oh, my eyes. Oh, they're burning so bad. Oh, I can't see.
Oh no! Your eyes.
What?
Here, I'll help.
Oh, they're burning so bad.
Quiet now. Easy does it. Keep your eyes closed. There. Does that feel better? Thank you, Lord, for hearing my prayer. Amen.
Where am I?
Easy now. Just rest, Captain.
Oh, I don't recognize your voice. Who are you?
Here, have a drink.
Oh. Am I dead?
If you were dead, you wouldn't be drinking water, would you?
I must be hearing things. Are you real?
Do I sound real?
Well, your voice sounds kind of like an angel from God. Is that who you are?
Well, not exactly, but I'm sure God had something to do with me being here.
Well, he did he? Well, then you must be an angel or something from God. I don't understand.
Sometimes it's hard to understand when God is trying to get your attention.
Blimey, he's got my attention now. Though, I can't imagine him wanting anything to do with the likes of me.
The likes of you?
Oh, you don't know me, do you, Angel? I'm Captain Butterknife Bill, King of the Pirates, Terror of the High Seas, and no friend of God. If you are an angel and he sent you, then he's made a mistake.
Oh no, he knows exactly what he's doing.
He does he? God couldn't possibly know me. If he did, he'd despise me for the things I've done.
He knows you all right, and he knows all the evil things you've done.
You mean the reputation of Butterknife Bill has reached clear up to the pearly gates?
I guess you could say that. God isn't ready to give up on you, Bill. He's ready to save you by his grace.
Oh, no, you're confused, Angel. King George has offered the act of grace, not God.
You are the one who's confused. God's grace is available to anyone who will receive him, pirate or not. He gives them the right to be called children of God, if you will accept his grace.
You mean that God has an act of grace too?
God has the act of grace. It's here, in the Bible. Would you like to hear about it?
You have a Bible? This has got to be the weirdest experience I have ever had. Proceed, Angel. I'm not going anywhere.
Are you comfortable?
Aye.
Good. The story is all about Jesus. But first, you have to learn about sin.
Sailor, your comrade. Oh dear, is he alive? Edmund! Edmund! Edmund, you're alive!
Yes, thank God. And the others?
The sailors washed up near me.
Hawk, where's Captain Hawk? Hawk, you two, help me out. Hawk, come on, get him up.
Captain Hawk, I feared you had gone down with the long spur.
I nearly did. My feet became tangled in the nets. I pulled free just as she went down, but I was exhausted. Didn't think I would make it.
Thank God for giving you the strength. Can you walk? We'll find you a place to sit.
You two, sailors, night will be upon us before we know it. See if you can scrounge up some wood for a fire.
Edmund, do you have any idea where we are?
Not really. After a while, all these islands begin to look the same, don't they?
According to the stars last night, it was somewhere north of Tortuga. If that's correct, I've been on this island before.
What is it called?
There's no name on the map, but there's a small outpost with one gun that used to defend the harbor as the merchant ships passed by.
A military outpost. And they have a gun?
Edmund, what on earth?
Yes, I believe so. One gun that they repositioned as needed to defend the harbor.
Then we'll find it. Sailors, come with me. We must find the outpost and return with the gun, if possible.
Edmund, wait! What are you thinking? Captain Hawk, what is the point?
I imagine the Commodore is thinking that the Sea Wolf will continue to prowl the waters nearby.
What? Will this never end? We all nearly drowned today.
I'm afraid for a man like your husband. The events of today only make him more determined.
But he is a good man. He understands the importance of forgiving others, just as we have been forgiven.
Yes, but in regards to Butterknife Bill, his heart has turned to stone.
You are right. He has not been the same since...
That's it. Bring it over here. This way. Easy does it. We'll use this stone. It will provide support, and it will give us protection if they return fire. We found some cannonballs, some fuses, and some relatively fresh powder. All of the boys bring it down. Hawk, you, I, and the sailors will take turns at watch. Do you think 4-hour shifts would be appropriate?
Yes, fine. There's a small stream near the outpost. We will need some fresh water.
True, but 2 of us must remain with the gun at all times. It takes 2 to fire it.
Very well.
I shall take my turn at keeping watch.
You, Beatrice, what would you do if we needed to fire the gun?
What would I do? Commodore Bunting, let me tell you what I'd do. First, I'd put in a measure of powder. Then, I'd put 1 ball down and tap it. Maybe with a coconut branch. Then, I'd cut a piece of fuse. One of the boys here would take aim for me since my eyes aren't quite what they used to be. Then, I'd wait for just the right moment. And I'd let them have it. 1 shot and I'd blow the sea wolf right out of the water. What do you say about that, Captain Huck?
Well, I'd say I'm grateful to be on your side, Mrs. Bunting.
We really won't need your help, my dear. With 4 of us, the watch will be quite easy.
I know it's easy. I just demonstrated how to do it.
And a superb demonstration it was, but can't you see that the thought of you blowing the sea wolf out of the water is a bit silly?
Excuse me? Did I hear you say silly? Silly? Commodore Bunting, may I remind you that the Longspur only sailed because of your determination to sink the sea wolf. Yet if I mention shooting her, I'm being silly?
I see now that you were making fun of me all along. I have had quite enough of this topic. You don't know what I've been through because of Butterknife Bill.
Perhaps not, but I do know what it's like to forgive. It can be very hard to forgive sometimes, but we must think of the example of our Lord and remember how much we have been forgiven.
Enough! Now hear me, all of you. We are going to watch, and we are going to wait. And when the time is right, the sea wolf will go down.
Pigeon! I say, Mr. Pigeon! Aye, Captain! Mr. Pigeon! Come down here at once! Aye, Captain! Agnes, take the helm.
I'll take some butter with that. These popovers are hard as rocks. Pass me some bread. Smells delicious. It's a delicious bread cookie.
Hey! Bring some of that good stuff down here for the rest of us.
Aye, Agnes, don't keep it all for yourself.
That cook ensures none of us just stay quiet and bake.
I appreciate a quiet cook. Less chit-chat means more time for baking.
Let me have some of that. I'm starving.
Butter for the rest of us, you.
Who, me? I'm not hogging all the butter.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, back away. Don't get shoving out. Captain on deck! How are you this fine morning, you salty sea dogs? What's that? Speak up, you swabs.
They say that it's nighttime, sir.
Oh, in that evening, good evening, ladies and gents. What is that I smell? Is that you, Gilly Finch? Oh, arg, you need a bath, Gilly. Bad. What else is that I smell?
Perhaps Hugo Shearwater?
No.
Or maybe Tildy Snipe.
No, it's not that. It's wonderful and warm.
Ooh, fresh bread and popovers, sir.
Aye, that's what it'd be. Bring me some of that with plenty of butter.
Bring it
All righty, there you go. Find a seat for the captain, you swabs. Come on back here.
I'll take a seat. When I be situated, we'll be having a time of sharing. Yes.
Sharing, sir?
Sharing. And I'll be doing all the sharing, Mr. Pigeon.
Well, be my guest, Captain. Share away.
Where's me cabin boy? Where are you, Jimmy?
Right here, sir.
Come take a seat right here, Jimmy. I've got something to share. Me hearties, I'd like to take a moment to introduce myself.
But we know who you are already, sir.
Butter knife Bill, butter knife Bill.
That be my name, but that's not who I am. Something happened during my days below decks, something mysterious and wonderful. I was visited by a heavenly creature, like an angel.
I think you must be delirious with fever, Captain.
No, I'm a changed man, me hearties. I'm a new creation. The old has gone, and the new has come.
But you look like the same old butter knife Bill to me.
Oh, no, I've passed from darkness into light.
But Captain, you're still blind.
Oh, me eyes cannot see, but I've never seen more clearly in my whole life. Thanks be to my angel, I realized I'd be a very bad man.
Oh, not so bad.
Oh, yes. As a sinner through and through. But I've turned from my wicked ways. Old Butterknife's been forgiven and rescued from my wicked past.
But Bill, who rescued you?
Oh, the only one who can rescue. Me hearties, I have me a savior, and I'd like to tell you about him. His name is Jesus.
Jesus?
Aye.
I understand what you're saying, Captain. We should do everything for the glory of God.
Indeed, matey. All of you, shine your light like the beacon from a lighthouse.
Or maybe be like salt to attract people to God.
Aye, matey. We've talked the whole night through, and all of you has changed. Remember, you swabs, if you're in Christ, you are a new creation. The old has gone, and the new has come. Thanks to his grace, we are children of God. He did the work of reconciling, and he knows I have some of my own to do. Maybe God will use old Butterknife, eh?
Do you think he could put an old sea dog like me to use?
Aye, Pidge, you've been chosen. You're part of the royal family, made to do his work.
With his help?
Aye, with God's help. Our God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home.
Oh! What was that?
Oh! Jimmy, where are you, Jimmy?
Right here, Captain, right here. Right here.
Oh!
Agnes Glass! Gilly! Damage control! Find out how bad we're hit!
What's going on?
I'm gonna take the helmet up there.
Talk to me, Pidge!
Take a look!
We've been hit! Near the stern! She's going down!
No, the Seawolf can't go down!
Captain! They hit the lifeboat! Blew it to pieces!
Oh, not the lifeboat!
What do we do, Captain? What do we do?
Avast, me hearties! It's every man for himself!
All right, let's get out of here.
What's this? Red Bull! Gilly, help me, it's Red Bull!
Red Bull! Wake up, Red Bull! Can you hear me?
What's going on over there?
It's Red Bull, he won't come round!
Red Bull? Dear God, no. Red Bull, breathe!
Still nothing, sir.
Breathe, Mr. Red Bull, that's an order!
Perhaps a prayer, Mr. Pigeon.
Old sea dog some space, will ya?
Red Bull!
Red Bull, that old voice of yours sounds like a rusty hinge.
The most beautiful rusty hinge I ever heard.
Where is Sixpence? Where is me bird? Did he go down with the sea wolf?
Not to worry, Redpole. He's waiting for you back there, tough old bird.
You might be comfortable here. I think Sixpence is happy to see you. What do you say, Sixpence?
Welcome aboard, matey. Welcome aboard.
Tildy! Hugo, help me. It's Tildy. Help her up. Help her up. Lift her head.
Careful now.
Breathe, Tildy. Breathe.
Oh, Tildy, is she?
That's a girl, Tildy.
Say something, Tildy.
Am I in heaven?
Your time has not come, Tildy. Not yet.
Quite the contrary. Your time has come. So, the crew of the dreaded Sea Wolf, Captain Hawk. You don't look much like wolves to me. More like drowned rats.
Back him up, sailors.
Beatrice, stay back there.
We can take care of it now, sir.
Not so fast. Where is he?
Who do you mean?
You know exactly who I mean. Now where is he? Where's Butterknife Bill?
You blew the wolf out of the water and you wonder where he is?
He's at the bottom of the sea, most likely. Thanks to you.
He stayed with the ship till she went down like a true captain.
Aye, he's not here because you murdered him.
I did no such thing.
You did. You killed him.
Yes. Who wants revenge? I'll take this. It's Bill. It's Bill. Hugo, help me. It's Bill. Help me get him over. Turn him over. Turn him over.
Can't you see we're too late?
No, I won't stop until I'm sure. Help me turn him over.
Oh, Jimmy! It's Jimmy! Out of my way!
Beatrice, stay back.
Help me! Jimmy!
That's it, Jimmy. Take some nice deep breaths.
Jimmy, what is he doing here? He was supposed to sail on the Nutmeg.
Isn't it obvious, Beatrice? This bunch of scoundrels kidnapped him.
We did nothing of the kind. He came of his own free will.
To be a cabin boy for Bill.
I don't believe you.
It's true.
What did you say?
I said it's true. They didn't kidnap me.
See what I mean? He came of his own free will.
I still don't believe you. Why would he come with you?
I wanted to see the sea wolf, and while I was looking, the tide changed. So the Nutmeg sailed with Lark on it, I guess. So I thought that I'd
You thought? You thought you'd take a cruise with the most dangerous pirate on the high seas?
I know I was wrong the way it happened, and for that I'm so sorry, Father. But Bill isn't dangerous. Not at all. At least not anymore.
No ever will be by the looks of things.
Is he breathing?
But listen, Mr. Pigeon.
Bill, you salty sea dog! Keep coughing. Help me up with him, Gilly. Help me up with him. That's a better.
Give the captain some room. Let him breathe.
Everybody, stand back, all of you.
You're right.
Oh, ahoy, Captain. What's it been, 10 years?
11. Jimmy, stand aside.
We'll be taking you into custody, Bill.
But Bill's not a pirate anymore. Tell him, Bill.
Jimmy, I said stand aside. We will see that justice is done.
Father, I can't stand aside. Bill saved my life when the sea wolf went down, and I'm going to see that he receives grace.
Edmund, he plans to surrender to the act of grace from King George.
Not if I can help it, Beatrice.
But grace is his for the asking.
Oh, me hearties. I've already received more grace than a poor soul deserves. Thanks be to God. I have been forgiven so much. And because of that grace, I come to my sworn enemy. I come to ask forgiveness and offer peace.
He has changed, Edmund.
Yes, something is different.
Don't be fooled. People like him don't change. Have you forgotten all the suffering he has caused?
Oh, Commodore, haven't we both suffered enough, you and I?
Please listen to him, Edmund.
Commodore, it's time for it to end.
Yes, Hawk. The end. The end of years of robbery, plunder, and piracy on the high seas. The end of fear and persecution among the good people of these islands. It is time for it to end. And I will see to it right now.
It's the cook!
Where did you come from?
Lark, what are you doing here?
He asked for grace, and that is what he shall receive. The grace of King George is available to this man if he surrenders, and you know it, Father.
Lark, move away from that man at once.
Listen to her, Edmund.
What can she know about grace? She's just a child.
Father, you and Mother made sure I knew about the grace of God from the time I could barely read. And you always said that any sinner can receive forgiveness if they ask. Butterknife Bill is no pirate. Not anymore, because of God's grace.
Father, Bill is living proof of the power of God's forgiveness.
The most dangerous pirate on the high seas was transformed into a child of God. If God can give that much grace...
And that much forgiveness...
Then, can't you?
Listen to me, Butterknife Bill. This is difficult for me, but it is the right thing to do. Grace shall be yours.
Oh, I know I don't deserve it, sir.
Grace shall be followed by forgiveness. Stand up.
I see the day.
Is this the end of an era, perhaps, Mrs. Bunting?
It is a wonderful new beginning, I think.
And it all began with an act of grace.
Oh, wait, that voice, that girl, where are you?
Here I am.
Oh, give me your hand. Now speak again.
Aye, Captain.
I know your voice. You are my angel.
No, not really.
Oh, yes, you are. You are the one who led me to the light. Because of you, I saw the truth and was changed forever. Take my bandages off, Angel. I want to see your face.
But your eyes, what if they aren't healed?
Oh, take them off anyway. It doesn't matter. Oh, where are you, Angel?
I'm right here.
I can see your face. You are my angel.
My name is Lark, sir.
Lark? Wait a minute. You are the cook.
I baked the bread.
Everyone, this is my angel who gave me the bread of life and those awful popovers. Where's my cabin boy? Where are you, Jimmy?
Right here, sir.
Aye, come here.
What will you do now, Captain?
Yeah, now that everything has changed.
And you've made a fresh start.
Aye, everyone, hear me and mark my words. Captain Butterknife Bill will once again sail the high seas. I got you. From this day forward, I will declare the praises of him who called me out of darkness into his wonderful light.